Okay, a crazy thing happened at the end of the Commanders-Saints game that I actually missed live, so I'm recording the video the day after talking about it. So here's the situation. The Saints are out of timeouts, facing a 4th down and 3, down 7 points, but they're at the 9-yard line of the Commanders. You're going to see Spencer Rattler says, let's make sure we convert the 4th down here, let's throw underneath. Now we're going to have to hurry up and spike it. But you see, as of right now, okay, there's 10 seconds left. The ref is coming in, calling to play. The Saints have, enough time probably to spike it, but there's no guarantee. We'll see if they can do it. But look at the game clock right here. It's at 10 seconds now. Watch as it's going to stay there at 9 seconds. It stops. Now, it does resume again at a certain point. When you see they're able to ultimately spike it with 4 seconds left on the clock. So what happened here? Well, luckily, the officials were asked about it, so here's what happened. Sean Hockley said, the covering official mistakenly stopped the clock in that situation. The clock should not have stopped. The question was, follow-up question was there any consideration of reviewing the stoppage? Was there anything you could have done after the fact? Hockley says, no, it is not a situation that is reviewable. Then when asked, were you all aware of the mistake, Hockley said, that's all I have for you. Not letting them know if they were aware of the mistake or not, which is bizarre, right? I mean, obviously, this should be a reviewable thing. If the clock gets stopped mistakenly, okay, let it play out, see when they spike it, and then review it. I get that it's a little bit weird, right? Because the reason why maybe you don't want to make it reviewable is, let's say it stopped for 3 seconds, and so then, the team decides to elect to spike the ball with 2 seconds left. They could have maybe hurried up and gotten done quicker had they had to do it quicker. They might have looked at the clock and been confused, right? Now, going over here, I was curious to see, did this actually have an impact? How long was the clock stopped for? So this is the first frame that the clock was stopped. So the clock just hits, 9 seconds right here. And then I timed this. This was almost exactly 4 seconds for the clock to tick down. So again, that means 3 seconds were essentially added to the clock because it took 4 seconds for 1 second to run off the clock. So that's a 3-second difference. The ball was snapped with 4 seconds, so it didn't actually impact the play. They should have still gotten the snap off, even with this weird malfunction. I think, and also the Saints lost anyway, so it was all fine. But I think we can all agree this is something that perhaps we need to fix. I don't know exactly how this can be fixed, but it's a horrible mistake by the ref, and there has to be a better way. It has to be at least reviewable to some degree, you would assume, or at least they can talk about it, because the ref had to know that he stopped the clock and then continued it, right? I mean, that has to happen. I don't know, just a very bizarre situation that happened.